Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 2 of Game Night, the spring sports season, with your hosts, Ty Strollo
and Jake Williams.
We once again have another interview special lined up for y'all as we have interviewed every spring sports coach as this season is upcoming.
We asked them what they think their key to success will be this season, their favorite part about each of their sports, and what their favorite part is about coaching in general.
Thank you, coaches, for your time.
Best of luck to everyone this season.
I think for both the boys and the girls track and field team, our biggest key is going to be having a nice diverse group of athletes that can go out there and help get points in the sprints and the jumps and the throws and the distance and the relays. You know, just the diversity of our program is really our key to success. I really enjoy with track and field seeing kids improve. And then also the bigger scope of it, seeing the kids that improve from one year to the next, one indoor season to the spring season, just being able to have the big success of improvement season after season, year after year. When you get to coach them, you get to see their personality a different way. I think the kids have the same thing back with their coaches. You know, there's kids that I've had them in 8th grade, and then I coach them, and then when I have them in my AP class, it's a different relationship. But I think those connections with the kids is one of the best parts about coaching.
I think the biggest key will be getting an inexperienced team up to speed fast. Well, as long as the girls are willing to really put the work in, I think we'll get there. Enjoy just being out on the field with them, working with them, and seeing the development. Especially a lot of kids come up when they're younger, and you kind of see the development, not just as softball players, but you see them grow up as people, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. Really being able to be with kids in an environment where they're doing something they love, out there with their friends, especially in a smaller school like this. These kids all grow up together, and I love seeing the kids that they grew up together in the same community with, and they're out there on the field or on the court, really working together.
All right, we got a really good group of experienced guys here coming back. We had about 8 returners, plus a couple guys that came up during the sectional run. So I hope that the guys can show up and play as well as they look right now in practice. Our practices are going well. They're determined, they're focused. It's just a matter of putting it all together. On paper, we look like a team to beat, but we have to come out and play like we're capable of.
All right.
I grew up into baseball. My dad was a coach. He was a Little League director, so that's all I've ever known. I was a bat boy since I was about 4. I played every year up until I was 40 years old. I played in what I like to call my old men's league. I just love the mental aspect of the game. It is a game of failure, unfortunately, so the mentally strong have to really work through a lot of things in the game, and I love the risk and the challenge involved in that as well. Giving athletes an opportunity to play at their best, also to face adversity and see how they handle that, being able to give them an avenue to perform, hopefully perform at their best, and the opportunity for them to earn a chance to hold a sectional title is something I take really strongly. I want to prepare them the best I can because I feel it's my duty to give them that opportunity regardless of what our record is going into sectionals. I always say it's not how you start, it's how you finish, so that by the end of the season I want these guys to be playing at their best, and it's my job to get them ready to do that.
I think in the sport of golf, I think that the thing that usually equals success is consistency. So I think for those guys when they go out there, day in and day out, being consistent, from the tee all the way, to the finishing putts, gaining strokes closer, around the green area, limiting longer putts. 2 putts are a big thing, to score well. They're a veteran group, so I think they're position themselves for a really good season. So, you know, it's kind of drawn me to golf, is I think it's one of the most fun things you can do, you know, outside. It's relaxing. You know, there's people of all different abilities, you know. One, you know, good shot or good hole, you know, when you go out and play is enough to get you to come back each time. You know, and I think it's one of those sports that's like a lifelong, you know, endeavor. You know, a lot of people as they get older, they get into the sport. So I think for those guys that are, you know, playing now, that have played through high school, by the time, you know, they're into their professional careers, they'll be the ringers of the office when they get there, taking everyone's money. Probably one of my favorite parts about coaching is, you know, seeing growth, you know, from the, you know, first day of the season towards the end. I always think that as a coach, that's the most rewarding aspect of it. I'm also very competitive, you know, so I think, you know, fulfilling that void, you know, with, you know, need, I think is, you know, something that draws, you know, a lot of people that were former athletes, you know, into the coaching scene. You know, and I just really enjoy athletics altogether, you know, so being able to, you know, stay connected to it through coaching has been, you know, really fun, and really looking forward to, you know, coaching golf this year. You know, it's the first time doing it.
I think our doubles will be a key to our success. You know, we have some strong singles players returning with Mitch Hockey and Owen Williams. So just being able to, you know, win those doubles matches is going to be huge for us. Tennis is a lot of fun, but just watching everybody grow throughout the season is really cool to see. It's a lifelong sport, so you know these kids can be playing until they're in their 80s or 90s, which is kind of motivating for me to teach them the game and then watch them develop as players. Just helping out the kids, you know, building those relationships with the student athletes, and watching them grow as people first, and then as student athletes second. And then, you know, a lot of the different sports that we offer here at Leroy, you know, the kids can play forever. So it's great for their lifestyle. You know, it keeps them in shape, gives them a social avenue.
Well, folks, that's all we have for you this week.
Tune in next week for another episode of Game Night with your hosts, Jake Williams
And Ty Strollo. Have yourself a good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see our last video, make sure you click the link above me. Have a good night.